You're surrounded by people, laughing at the right moments, nodding when you're supposed to, but inside you feel like a ghost at your own party. And the worst part isn't the loneliness. It's that you can't explain it. Because how do you tell someone you feel completely alone when you're never actually alone? If you've ever sat in a room full of people, family, friends, coworkers, and still felt completely invisible, this video is going to explain something about you that even the people closest to you have never understood. Stay until the end. Because the third reason, it's the one that's been quietly running your entire social life. There are 4 psychological reasons why you feel alone in a crowd. They're not random. They build on each other. And by the time we're done, you won't just understand why you feel this way. You'll understand why it was inevitable. Reason 1. Most of the connections in your life aren't real connections. They're transactions. A 2020 study in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that the majority of human social interactions are surface level, focused on roles, not on people. You're not talking to your coworker. You're talking to their function. And they're talking to yours. You ask, "How are you?" You don't wait for the answer. They say, "Good." Neither of you believes it. Dr. John Cacioppo, the world's leading loneliness researcher, called this perceived social isolation. It's not about how many people are around you. It's about whether any of them actually see you. And most of the time, they don't. Because you never let them. Sound familiar? Reason 2 is darker. And most of you have been doing this so long you don't even realize it anymore. You've built a version of yourself that's safe to show people. Funnier, more agreeable, less complicated. And that version walks into every room while the real you stays home. Psychologists call this self-monitoring, and research from the University of California found that high self-monitors, people who constantly adjust their behavior based on social cues, report significantly higher levels of loneliness. Not lower, higher. Because here's the cruel math. The better you are at fitting in, the less anyone actually knows you. You become fluent in everyone else's language. But no one speaks yours. And after years of performing, you stop remembering which version is real. Sound familiar? Stay with me, because what I'm about to tell you next, this is the one that's going to feel personal. This is why therapy doesn't always fix it. Why getting more friends doesn't fix it. Why moving cities doesn't fix it. The third reason you feel alone in a crowd is this. You've been misunderstood by the people who were supposed to understand you. And you learn to stop trying. This one starts early. You said something real once. Something that mattered to you. And the response was wrong. A laugh. A change of subject. You're overthinking it. So you filed it away. And the next time something real came up, you stayed quiet. Researcher Breen Brown's work on vulnerability shows that emotional concealment doesn't protect us. It amplifies loneliness. Every time you hide something real, you widen the gap between who you are and who the room thinks you are. And eventually the gap gets so wide, you can't even remember how to cross it. Sound familiar? The fourth reason. And this one is the hardest to hear. Some of the loneliness you feel in crowds isn't because of other people. It's because you're disconnected from yourself. Dr. Julian Holt-Lunstad, whose research was cited by the U.S. Surgeon General in 2023, found that chronic loneliness is often less about social contact and more about internal coherence. Knowing who you are, what you value, what you actually want. When you don't know those things, you can walk into any room on the planet and still feel like an outsider. Because you're already a stranger to yourself. You're lonely in the crowd because part of you knows these people don't know you. And the terrifying thing you haven't admitted yet? You don't fully know you either. Here's what nobody tells you about this kind of loneliness. It's not a flaw. It's a signal. Cacioppo's research found that loneliness evolved as a biological warning system. The same way hunger tells you your body needs fuel, loneliness tells you something in your inner world needs attention. You're not broken. You're not too much. You're not too deep for people to handle. You're just hungry for something real. And you've been eating paper for so long, you forgot what real food tastes like. The crowd isn't the problem. The performance is. And the performance ends the moment you decide one real conversation is worth more than 100 comfortable ones. Tell me in the comments, which of those 4 reasons hit hardest for you? I read every single one. If this made something click, like it tells me to keep going deeper. And if you want to understand your own mind before anyone else in the room does, subscribe. That's exactly what this channel is for.